Hey guys, Usman here with Sotheby's International Realty Canada. Today, I actually have one of my colleagues, Tyler Haraldsen, from the West End part of the Greater Toronto area. And I wanted to introduce Tyler and one of these unique opportunities or projects. I should actually call it a once in a lifetime type of development that we have on the border of Michigan and Ontario. And Tyler, I'm gonna let you speak from here on, but if I'm not mistaken, you were front and center in one of the other very popular developments that happened a few years ago in sort of the in sort of the Muskoka areas, which is a Friday Harbor. Is that correct?
Yeah, thanks, Usman. Yeah, I was involved with Friday Harbor, so that's in Barrie, and this development has a lot of similarities. It's waterfront, has a marina. It's kind of a resort residential development, and yeah, Friday Harbor was really successful, and this one is going to be the same. So really excited to be launching this project.
Excellent, excellent. I'll let you take it from here. First, let's start off by pronouncing this correctly because I don't want to try that.
Yeah, it's Bois Blanc, Canada. There is actually a Bois Blanc Island in Michigan, so that's why we kind of called it, Canada or Canada's Island Resort. It's quite big. It's 280 acres and 2 kilometers in length, so it's a sizable island. But it was actually named, has that French name for the abundance of birch trees that used to be on the island, but that is the historic name of the island.
Excellent, excellent. So tell us all about it in terms of the development that's currently happening. I think there's already some development that had happened as part of phase one of this beautiful project. But take it from here.
Yeah, sure. As you can see from this image, it's we're right on Lake Erie, or at the start of the Detroit River. So we're right on the Canada-U.S. border. We're in Amherstburg, which is about half an hour south of Windsor. It's almost at the southernmost tip of Canada, so you have this nice, warm, temperate climate. And the island is unique because it's accessed via a car ferry, and the ferry goes from the mainland to the island every 20 minutes, and it's only a 4 minute ride, and that's 24/7. So it's super fast coming on and off the island. And we run at that really high frequency because there's already 150 families that live on the island. And that's why the ferry runs that often. So this is just a map here, just showing the Amherstburg area. You have some great wineries and golf courses. I kind of equate it to Niagara on the Lake. It has this nice kind of permanent waterfront restaurants, and you can see the island there is just right in Amherstburg. This is actually a real image of the beach. There's three beaches on the island, so it has this is called White Sands Beach. It's at the southern tip of the island, but it has this nice, beautiful water. You can see a lighthouse there on the bottom right. But people pull up by boat and spend the afternoon there, and then it's a nice, actually 2 kilometer kind of beach trail that goes all the way down there. And this is the ferry, so it's accessed from the mainland across to the island that you can see there. It holds about 20 cars, and as I said, it's just a 4 minute ride and goes every 20 minutes. So it's just ultra fast coming on and off. All the people that live there kind of, rave about it because it is super, super convenient getting on and off. It's unlike, say, the island properties in Muskoka that where you have to pull up to the marina, jump in your boat, and then drive out to your property. This is, I kind of equate it to a couple of traffic lights. It's really that convenient. And this is an image just showing the north end. As I was explaining, there's 150 families that live there, and that's been the some townhomes and some very large waterfront estates. And we just call this the north end of the island, which is mainly all built out. And what we're building now is the whole south end. So as you can see there, the photograph that you just saw was the north end, which is on your left, and then the new south end are all these brand new waterfront lots and semi-detached villas around the south end there. We also have a 120 slip marina on the bottom of the screen, and then where it says beach house is going to be a new waterfront restaurant there as well. So you do have some nice amenities on the island, some trails and the beaches and the marina. So it is a really nice kind of boating community. And we also have some new tennis and pickleball courts coming to the island, which will be right over here by the ferry dock. And that's where it creates this nice kind of resort feel or resort residential to it, where you have these nice amenities on the island for the residents. This is just a couple quick top 10 reasons to consider living there. You have this beautiful exclusive island life. A lot of of the residents really like that. The attending everybody comes across. So in many ways, it's kind of private or gated. And you have beautiful waterfront homes. You have the beaches. It's really quick getting in and out of the Detroit International Airport. So the border is like only half an hour away. So there are a lot of snowbirds or people that just travel a lot and can fly out of Detroit really conveniently. You have a lot of nature and wildlife. You have this beautiful marina. They're turnkey, move-in ready homes. You have this nice warm weather, as I mentioned, and this nice sense of community and beautiful views. So it really creates this, unparalleled, lifestyle that can't really find anywhere in Ontario.
Absolutely, that's amazing.
Yeah, just a couple of pictures here. These are semi-detached villas. We do have one of these built now as a model home. So they're beautiful. And if you want to come experience the whole island, we can show you one of these in person. And these are just a couple more renderings of our homes. You can see here, flipping through them. But it has this nice Florida feel, as you can see, architecture design of these homes. We want it to have that nice Florida coastal, beachy feel to the development. This is actually a built home on the north end that was more recently built, and this would sort of depict what would be built on the south end on these new waterfront lots. And this is a shot just showing that beach and the new roads and the infrastructure. So the roads you see there, quite the feat of engineering to put brand new roads, sewers, fiber internet. These are municipal roads, garbage removal, snow removal. So again, it's kind of like a subdivision, but on an island with all these amenities there. So there's no septic, and those roads and infrastructure actually took the last 18 months to put in, and now they're there, and we're building permit ready for all of these lots. So a larger media and marketing campaign is going to start and through Sotheby's and with a developer to drive a lot more people here to the island. You can see off to the left there, there's the marina, and that'll be the site of the new waterfront restaurant.
Very nice, very nice. And this is an actual photo, by the way, right?
This?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah, this is a photo just from a drone. Yeah, looking up so Amherstburg is on the left there of the screen, and the ferry just goes across every 20 minutes the channel to the island.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
This is just a shot there of like one of the waterfront lots looking out. And then this is the kind of hot off the press here from the architects. We are having color renderings done of this, but it's a new waterfront restaurant. So you can kind of picture this right on the water overlooking the marina. It's going to be quite the destination and lifestyle when you have this beautiful new restaurant built there.
Very nice. Is it?
Yeah,
I think this is more important. I'll hold off on my question, but let's talk about that.
Sorry,
No, go ahead. Let's look at the price point.
Yeah. So yeah, we have the semi-detached villas for $950. We have waterfront service building lots ready to go from the say 800 to around $1 million. And Amico is the developer. They're also a home builder. So this is unique in that you can purchase the vacant lot, and then we can recommend 2 or 3 or more local builders that have built on the island and are really high quality builders that the purchaser can go with, or they can build directly with us. And so those are a couple different options there.
So the semi-detached villas that you're talking about, the $950,000 plus, or the starting point that you're talking about, that means it's a finished product, correct?
Correct. Yeah, that's a finished product, very high-end finishes, and actually built by Timberland Homes, a local builder there. So we've partnered with them to build all the semis, and the model home is stunning. It's really beautiful. So they have a double car garage. They range from about 1,500 to 1,700 plus square feet on one level. Then you can finish the basement. So they, come with 2 bedrooms, but you can actually extend them into 3 or 4 rooms, a nice covered patio, and then these all back onto this beautiful green space. So they're all essentially ravine or wooded lots, which is very nice. So the semi-detached are all in the interior, and then the 74 new waterfront lots are for larger waterfront homes.
Got it. How many homes are currently built on this island at the moment?
Well, it's the condo building and townhomes and the larger homes on the north part. So that's about 150 total residents or homes or units in those kind of unit mix. And then the south end, we're just getting, ones are being built now, and we have the model home. So things are just getting underway for the whole south end
The
there.
north and the south end are very like they're connected. There's no sort of like a separation, physical separation between the two ends of the island, correct?
No, you can sort of see from this photograph here, the ferry just comes actually from from Amherstburg on the left across to where the condo building is.
Got it.
You can see it on the left, and then there's a road that just goes to the island. Yeah, there's no separation. It's just, the north end, which is built out, and then the new south end. But once it's all done, then it's essentially, the whole island community.
Got it. Is it considered a public or a private island? Can anybody come take the ferry and come in?
Sure, yeah, good question. Prior to COVID, there was an old restaurant at the marina, and they tore the buildings down in preparing for this new waterfront restaurant to be open. And then during COVID, they kind of shut everything down, and then the restaurant closed, and then they were putting in all the roads, sewers, and infrastructure. So for the past several years, it's been more closed to the public. However, now that the roads are done and this new restaurant's going to be built, we're actually going back to the previous policy of allowing the public to come. And that's where the ferry attendants actually, you have to fill out a quick form with your name and contact info, and then it's a $20 a car to kind of go across in the ferry and explore the island. So it is a mixture of both kind of private, I'd say semi-gated, and public. And of course, when that new restaurant opens, we want the public to come visit and see all the new waterfront lots and come to the new restaurant.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Um, in terms of the demographics, what are you normally seeing in terms of the mix of people that are either buying or investing either in the previous phase versus what's now open at the moment?
Yeah, sure. So almost 90% or more of the people that live there currently are, retired or snowbirds. There are some young families that actually live there, and their kids take the ferry every day and go to school. So
Yep.
it is a mixture. But I'd say it's not a 55 plus community by any means, but I'd say it is a little bit of that older kind of people looking for that lifestyle in their retirement. And then some people do own it as a cottage or a vacation home as well. There's actually only one person that kind of rents it out on Airbnb, so there isn't restrictions that way. So if you wanted a person rent it out long term or short term, then you can do that as well.
Excellent.
But most people, it's end users and people who really want that lifestyle and live there for retirement. And as I mentioned previously, a lot of people travel down south in the winter and kind of spend the 6 months here and then head down south in the winter. So for any people that currently do that or are snowbirds, it's a really nice option to consider.
There you go. How far is it from, let's say, the Greater Toronto area? Let's say from the West End, Oakville, Mississauga area, where
Sure, I drove. Yeah, last week I was 3 hours on the nose. That was early in the morning, but you're kind of 3 to 3.5, I'd say, from the west side of Toronto. Obviously, if you're downtown or further into Toronto, you're probably closer to 4. But if you're on the west side of Toronto, you're around 3.
That's amazing. It's actually not bad at all. 3.5 hours of commute for a lot of people who own cottages in different parts of the province. And again, also going through the 400 and some of the 404s and some of those highways where you're always stuck in traffic.
Yeah.
This sounds like a much much easier and much more luxurious opportunity.
Yeah, no, it's going to be really beautiful, and yeah.
Excellent. So just very quickly, I know if you want to sort of wrap this up so that you can sort of carry on with your travel plans that are coming up as well. Let's say if somebody buys a lot today, what is the sort of the time frame we're talking about? Let's say we're talking about one of those villas that can be sort of made available. What kind of a time frame are we talking about if we book something today? If any of our clients book something today?
Yeah, sure. The villas are only about a 10-month build. So if purchasing now, you can be in by next summer or fall.
Excellent.
The larger waterfront homes generally about a year build for that. So it just depends when you purchase. But yeah, you could purchase now and be ready by next fall.
So you're talking about, let's say, September, October now, and by this time next year, some of our clients could be vacationing on their own, pretty much, somewhat
Yeah.
island.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Or the other option is they can actually purchase the vacant lot,
Yeah.
and then the builder is flexible on that, in that they could build within 2 or 3 or 4 years, even if it
Oh,
matched their
okay.
retirement plans, where that's where you're securing the waterfront lot and then building a couple of years later.
Very nice.
So they have that nice option as well.
This is such an amazing project, Tyler. I must say that. I know you worked on Friday Harbor as well, which was a very popular project. A couple of our clients ended up purchasing properties there as well. But I think this is much more unique than some of the other projects that we have come across, and I think it has, from a lifestyle standpoint, it offers I think a lot of luxury, if you will, which
Yeah,
is
well,
at a very
compared to
affordable at a
other,
very affordable price point.
yes, yeah, yeah, and compared to other developments where it's really full of condos and townhomes, a lot of the feedback I've had is, it's really kind of crammed in and tight, and a lot of other developments, do that. Where here it's almost the opposite. The waterfront lots are, like 90 by 200 feet deep. So these are huge lots, and they did that on purpose just so there's a lot of space between the homes. And then all the semi-detached villas, the same thing. They're not like really jammed in there like you see a lot of new developments. So you do have these really nice large lots and a lot of green space, which is nice.
Excellent, excellent. That's great. Tyler, just one last question. If somebody is looking for information, do you have sort of the packages ready that can be delivered digitally to some of the folks who might be interested in this?
Yep, they can reach out via email. We can send everything, of course, electronically or hard copy, and or come out and tour the island and see the model home. So yeah,
That's
our,
amazing.
our website is boisblanccanada.com, or through Usman, or yeah.
Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan. Tyler, really appreciate your time. Thank you very much for walking me through this, and whoever's going to be watching this. I think this is again a great opportunity to invest in as part of your investment or as part of your lifestyle. And again, as you said, only 3.5 hours away from sort of the Greater Toronto area, and you're literally stones throw away from down south from Detroit, and the airport, as you mentioned, is what, half an hour or something like that as well.
Yeah,
Um,
well, half an hour to the border, and then you cross, and it's right there. So yeah, very fast.
that's amazing. Can't go wrong with that at all whatsoever. With that, thank you very much for your time, Tyler. I'll let you carry on with your day, with your travel plans. And again, really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Okay, great. Yes, thanks, Usman. That's great. Thanks.
Thank you.
Was that okay?